Hey everybody, it's Allie from Geek Alchemy, today with the promised Tester Group Liquid Goat Milk Soap. This version right here, I have most of my second batch supplies off to the side, off camera, is my batch that I do like, that I've settled on being mostly sunflower with a bit of castor oil. Both oils are certified organic. In here I have raw goat milk and a little bit of water. Right here I have my potassium hydroxide flakes. Here is glycerin, palm-free, salt, and a little bit of sugar. Now I'm adding the glycerin directly to my oils. When you add glycerin, I've found out that it's best to have it heated, very hot, if you wish for the live flakes to dissolve. Well, at least if you're using the pure glycerin method anyway. And nothing says that your glycerin can't wait around in the oils, so that's what I'm doing. Come on out. Glycerin definitely helps the liquid soap get going a bit faster, makes it into the paste much more quickly, and it helps everything stay pretty darn clear. So that's why I like the glycerin. Okay, just gonna give this a quick little mix. Move over to the lye, the scary part. Now, last time I did this, it bubbled up nicely and you guys could hear it. So let's try and see if it happens again. Let's get a little bit in there. Nope, not enough. Not enough. Needs more to make the noise. Oh, what the heck. Let's just put the rest in. Maybe it's not happening because of the frozen goat's milk. Ah, well. That's all right. We'll be okay without it. Oh, we got some stuck on the bottom. You always gotta be careful. These things can be stinkers. The lye, when you have frozen liquids, they can always stick to the bottom and make a hard, crunchy layer that ends up not getting dissolved if you're not right on top of it, which is sad and annoying. Because it can take forever if you're stubborn like me just to sit there and like pound little bitty chips away and stir it and stir it. Ugh. It ruins my patience, to say the least. Alright, I believe that my milk has already melted. So let's go ahead and add the salt. Ding! And the sugar. Just a little bit. There's enough natural sugars in here that it should be good without a whole lot extra added. I got some milk on the side. Sorry for the scrapey noises if it bothers you. I know it bothers a lot of people. Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna try and stir it here until it dissolves. And maybe I won't, because I'm impatient like that. Oh, also, something I've come to realize, when you freeze your liquids before you add your lye, it really does tend to cut down on those fumes, and those fumes not only smell disgusting, but they're actually kind of toxic. You know, you shouldn't breathe them in. It can ruin your lung tissue. You don't want that. way. Just a little safety tip for you. Alright, I'm going to say this is mostly dissolved. I believe my trusty stick blender will take care of the rest. So, what was I doing with this? I don't remember. Oh yeah, that had the lye in it. Derp. Alright. Don't be alarmed if you see some thicker bits in here. That's literally the lye interacting with the goat milk fat and turning it into soap. It is not anything to be freaked out about. It is totally normal working with fats. Milks, that is, because there are fats in the milk. Alright, I got some salt in here. Not wanting to come out. I should have sat here and stirred longer, but it's what you get for dealing with an impatient soaper. Okay. Alright, I'm going to call that good. Now, here comes the noisy part, y'all. Guard your ears. Now, if you're wondering why I don't sit here and just let the motor go and go and go, this motor is powerful enough to suck air right down to the bottom and then ploosh. Just like that, ploosh. And yeah, I don't want a face full of raw soap batter. I don't want a face full of anything, actually. Anyway, here we go. Come on now, behave. There is still air bubbles in here. Come out. Oh, darn it. Come on out. Where is this air coming from? Told you the stupid thing grabs air. Alright guys, liquid soap takes a little while to come together because it comes together and then it separates and then it comes together and then it separates. Like some family reunions. Aha. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, give you guys a break of the whirling noises from the motor, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I stirred for a few minutes. Kept getting air bubbles, which is only really a problem if you're worried about the air blender kicking back the soap in your face, which is something you need to worry about. But as for appearance, it doesn't matter too much when it comes to liquid soap because this is going to be a paste and then we dilute it later on. So, you know, air bubbles, when it comes to appearance-wise, aesthetics, nah, whatever. I'm mainly worried about the splash possibilities. As I said, this is only the first set of blend and rest. You can see it's still very thin, barely incorporated. If I let it sit here for like 5 minutes plus, it'd probably separate, which is completely normal for liquid soap. Not a worry at all. It's a little frustrating, but it's not a problem. Now, glycerin does help the saponification process because it is technically a sugar alcohol, and any soaper knows what alcohol does to a soap. It increases the saponification rapidly. Now, the last time I did a liquid soap with glycerin, I used half the amount of my water instead of a third like I did here. And within an hour, it was in gel phase. I was shocked. Liquid soap usually takes a few hours to mess with, which is why, it's usually you do bigger batches all at once because of how frustrating it can be. But I am still in the experiment stage, and I cannot tell you how much soap I still have in my pantry. A whole lot. And I'm thinking this release coming up in June here is going to be, I'm going to have an exclusive soap just for my testers, just for them. Will not be in the store at all. But this particular, excuse me, allergies are kicking in. This particular goat milk soap and the next one I'll be doing later on in the video is going to be available to my testers for the purpose of helping me figure out which ratio of water to milk and all that stuff they like better. So anyway, that's the reason behind two versions of the goat milk recipe. Trying to keep things very similar, that way all the variables can be figured out as to how it reacts in the liquid soap. I am very excited about this, even though it may not sound like it. I am really excited about my liquid soap. I've been wanting to do this ever since I started, and every soaper I ever talked to, I followed their instruction. They said, please make bar soap first. Have a couple years of bar soap under your belt before you go with liquid. And there is a frustrating amount of information that I have absorbed. Well, maybe not frustrating, but a lot of information that I've absorbed over the years. And yeah, liquid soap is a whole different beast. They were not lying about that in the least. And I can't wait to do this more often. I'm dreaming up refill containers, trying to figure out how I want to go. Right now, one of the best ways for me to do it is in a mason jar. And quite honestly, I'm not planning on shipping that. There's too much chance of breaking. It would literally be only an option for my market customers. So of course I'm trying to think of ways that I could make a refill container safe to mail. I am looking at mason jar adapters at a location that sells those in bulk. I am looking at regular bottles. I've pretty much showed you that on a previous video with my haul, one of my haul videos earlier this year. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with that unless something really cute comes up for a really good price later down the road. There's just so many possibilities. There's so many ways I can go, and it gets me super excited, and then it brings out my anxious side, and I don't know which way to go, and I get stuck. Does anyone else have that problem? They get super excited about something, and there's like a million options all of a sudden, and you can't decide anything. Put that down in the comments. Let me know I'm not alone in this, because dang it, that's frustrating a lot of the times. All right. Getting a little bit of separation here. I think I'm going to go ahead and pause y'all for a few more minutes before I finish this up. I'll try and bring you back when it's closer to being done. Alright guys, give me a sec. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about the camera. I have decided that since this is going to take a little while and my storage only, or my camera only allows me roughly 20 minutes of upload, I'm going to go ahead and start my second batch. This one has equal parts goat milk and water. The water, I have already dissolved the salt and sugar in here. And come on out. There we are. All right. Now to grab the lye. Remember, only handle lye with gloved hands. Do not think you can do this with your bare hands. That will be a bad mistake. A very, very bad mistake. Why, you ask? Because our hands and our skin in general has pores that let out both sweat, which is water, and oil, which is fat. And you put those together with lye and you make soap, which is why your why it makes such a bad reaction on the human. The human is owies afterwards. Alright. This one I expect will take even longer than my other one, which is sitting off to the side, just chilling for the moment. My stick blender is quite hot. And it needs a few minutes to itself. It needs its own timeout. It needs to just chill. Alright, let's put the lid back on that and put it over here. Now, everything you're seeing may have a yellow cast to it. That is because my pendant lights are Edison bulbs. And they let off a yellow amber light. So while the color in here is a cream color, it is not yellow as the monitor may be picking up, as the camera may be picking up. Oh. And as you can see, our ice cubes are nearly fully melted. Little bits that are left in there are those bigger squares. And no fumes, which is always a bonus. It's not even warm to the touch, really. Oh, is anyone else happy that it's summertime? I know I am. The whole kids being thrown at me and being told to help them with the chemistry and the foreign languages. I had a mild freak out. I'm not ashamed to say. And now that it's over, I can relax again. I'm so happy. So happy, in fact, I'm making soap again. Well, I was making soap in between, but it's even more relaxing than what it normally is. Yeah, that is room temperature cool. And again, the little bits you see, they are not, it's not spoiled milk. It's literally the lye interacting with the fats in the goat milk, making soap, and they will blend out just fine. Okie dokie. This is nice. All right. Let's bring this back over and a bit of water so I can rinse off my stick blender. Wasn't that fun? Woo, look, we're getting emulsion. Woo! Alright, I'm going to do my best to clean this off with the spatula. And then do you see that? It's splashed. It's splashed. That's not nice. But that's why you have your paper towels and things ready to go. Okay. There's a little bit on the floor. I'll be right back. Have to clean up my mess. Okay, my mess is cleaned and my video is about to probably stop. So here's one last whirl and maybe I'll make a part 2. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video, but continue a part 2. You want to come back because I'm going to be talking future fandoms. That's right, adding the possibility of another fandom, and I'm going to have the inspiration for that talk with me. So, I'll see you guys next time. Join me. See you next time. Bye.